That's us. We're live. What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, and we are gonna play some D&D. Oh, I got some echo going on. There we go. All better. And tonight is not Empire, but Waterdeep Under Siege, and we're under mountain, and we're missing a player, but he's coming. He's. Let's see. Let's quote it from the lips of Marbania himself. I'm about an hour and 20 from the house. I'm about an hour and 20 from the house. I don't know how he'd say it, but that was at 7:30. So 8:30 and 20. So 9 o'clock. Don't expect Marb for an hour or so. But when we left off last session, which was 2 weeks ago, um, you guys were in Wormwood. Wormwood. Getting your forest on, because not a single one of you has ever seen the freaking forest before. I mean, you've seen trees, right? Because Waterdeep has trees, but a forest and an underground forest, is that real? Is that a thing? I think you guys had determined that this was definitely due to some
As far as we
magical
know, that's the
intrusion,
natural order of things.
right?
Forests grow underground.
Yeah, all those books you guys read that about the forest underground cities.
hmm
No. So what's up, guys? How are you guys?
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Well, we got some little bit of catching up to do. You guys made your way pretty much like this kind of direction through the forest, right? Kind of around the big rocks over there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the line of sight off so you guys can kind of see the whole map. Pretty map, huh?
Nice. That Phil looks like campaign cartographer.
It does.
That
The
foresty
trees.
Phil. Yeah.
But let's take another line of sight. Now that you guys have traveled everywhere and your line of sight's all gone, I'm gonna move you down here. Am I? I'm actually gonna just drag the whole party down here. Because you guys are just outside the tower. The tower looks like a giant tree from the outside.
Are we
And
supposed
you,
to be able to see the tokens inside?
uh,
'Cause I
Probably
can
not.
see 3 of them.
Yeah.
Alice Tree, Willow, and Chrysan.
well, you'll soon enough see them because you guys had knocked on the door and a big ass tree that kind of has a resemblance of Hallister opens the door, and that's when the other trees that escorted you here. Remember, you talking to some trees, and they escorted you because you asked about Willow, and they brought you to this tree and said that she is inside, and you knocked on the door, and a big tree opens the door and says, "Come in, you've been expected." Real slow, but slower than I can, or it wouldn't sound right, because trees talk slow.
Unless
Um,
you're Groot.
well, then they talk only a few words. I am Groot. I like it when he's a teenager. I am Groot. They're like, whoa, hey, what's up with the attitude? That was so funny. So these big branches kind of like open the doors, and they're like reaching through this little hallway, and there's another set of double doors that opens up into a really tall, massive, what you guys would consider maybe a throne room. Definitely think this might have once been maybe dwarven construction, but they really elfed it up, right? Like there's like flowers drawn and leaves, and it looks like a tree. You don't know what's going on. The dwarves wouldn't have done this on their own accord. You think they were magicked
So
or something?
they defiled it.
Excuse me. But this throne room, you see like there's like leaves and twigs that just cover the dusty floor. There's a the ceiling is really high up, like 30 feet. There's it's like a vaulted ceiling. There's stone pillars carved to look like trees. To support there's a balcony around the edge of the whole area that the tree has to like dip down and open the doors and stuff. So a lot of his dead leaves are falling on the ground and everything. Um, there's a on the west end. There's a what looks like a throne made out of maybe crystal. Um, and there's uh like branches and stuff that make up this crystal throne, and sitting on it is a female, and laying next to her is a big cat like creature. Um, well, probably easier just to give you the image that was provided. If I can find where I put it. No. Huh. Oh, here it is. This one.
Cute little kitty
Obviously, obviously this isn't
with
the throne room, but
Very extra cool. Arms.
in the
Kitty, 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 kitty,
as you
kitty.
guys come into the room, the cat kind of changes position a little and yawns, but doesn't really react
Had
heavily to
kittens.
you guys. And the female, if you were to plug it in some kind of AI and search the internet, you would come up with this. Because
Nice.
That's a nice picture.
and she says, more guests. Interesting. Please, please come in.
More? Were there others before us?
Hmm. Over the centuries, there's been a few, yes. Some are nice, some are not. She says, You, you have not been determined yet. Are you nice or not? And she giggles.
She's centuries old. She looks pretty good for her age.
She says, Well, you do too, there, dwarf.
Does he though?
Yeah, he looks 150, but he's really only 15, so
Indeed, he looks good for his age. She says,
nice trees you got out there.
Yes, yes, and I see you've met my companion, Hallis Tree.
Yeah, I never saw a talking tree before. How'd you do that?
She says, How did I make the trees talk, or why should they?
This one in particular.
Hmm.
It's the only
He-
talking tree I've ever seen. Do the rest of them talk?
Some of them do. The awakened ones, she calls them.
Ever anything good to say?
Not really. They usually report things to me. They are, shall I say, longevity? She says, "This is also my companion, Chrisan." She points to the cat.
That's a funky looking cat.
Um,
Do you breed them? And is it like possible to obtain a cub?
she says,
I hope he's well
Maybe
fed.
kittens, not cubs.
she says, I don't think so. She looks at you strangely.
Oh, Chrisanne did you name it after a friend of yours?
She,
I feel like we've heard that name.
her eyebrows rise up a little bit, and she says, I did. How do you know such information?
We saw it on a tombstone back in the forest.
Oh, yes. She looks a little saddened. The tombstone. I've forgotten about that.
What happened to her?
My friend? Hmm. My friend was turned on me.
Was turned or turned?
Was turned. Why? Have you done
Somebody did
something
it?
to my friend?
No, 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 no.
No, somebody turned her on you? Or she turned herself on you?
Hmm.
Or she spun around in circles around you?
This is somewhat personal. I don't know you very well.
Oh,
You have just come to my home, and you haven't even spoken your names. Are they secret? My name is Willow. I'm sure you know that.
My name,
yes.
Bob.
Or
Hmm.
Kel. Hi.
I am Orig.
Greetings.
We search for a uh, way to the castle above. We were told there was one here.
Castle above what?
But above this underground where we are now. To this, we're on the surface.
Oh, you speak of Waterdeep, do you? The fabled city. How is it doing these days?
Depends on what you mean by these days.
Kind of run
Well,
down last we saw.
we don't get too many travelers here, especially ones from the surface.
Do you
Too
know
many
of
bugs.
this gateway or passage of which we speak?
Just as I don't concern myself with such things, this is my home. I cannot travel from it, even if I
Why
knew of
not?
a way.
Well,
Hmm.
surely you could if you really wanted to, right?
She stares over at the at the cat in thought for a second, and she says, "For reasons that I do not wish to divulge at the moment." She says, "So, since you are well traveled, tell me, do you know of a man named what's the innkeeper's name? Durgan,
Durgan.
Durgan,
Durnan.
Durnan.
With an N.
Do you know of a man named Durnan? He is a person that I have met from the surface many years ago, I suppose now." She kind of looks up at the sky, thinking on perhaps not what day it is, but what year it might be.
So he achieved his goal of opening a drinking and eating establishment.
Hmm, that was one of his goals? She chuckles. I suppose it keeps you out of the dungeon, should we say?
I don't know that it keeps us out, but it makes him some money.
But yes, he is still close by. Interesting.
How long has it been since we've slept?
Um, one would think the DM should keep track of these things, but he doesn't have an ability to from session to session very easily. So, um,
The heck happened to your calendar?
Well, that's what happens when you time travel.
No, it put in everything
so just scroll back and see where the long rest was.
from the
There's a
chat.
short rest.
Holy shnikes, that's crazy. Very interesting. Wow, okay. All my cheesy puns and bad jokes.
Yeah, I better be more careful about what I say in there.
Right? Don't say it
I
in
know.
chat. It's
All
recorded
those
forever.
alpacas.
And then I'm
Yeah.
going to export that into an AI, and it's going to put a whole story together in a book, and we can just sell the book. Our
You said
six
duty.
our six-fingered duty book.
Um, right. We do not wish to waste your time.
She says, "Waste my time."
Do you perhaps have anything we can do to help you escape this house? You say you cannot leave.
She says, she says, anything I wish for you to help me with, perhaps not, is not to leave this place. However, since you're offering help, perhaps you could investigate some creatures that seem to be disrupting my peaceful environment.
What kind of creatures?
They are annoying, fluttering type of creatures. What do they call them? Cloakers, some should say.
As long as they're not lightning bugs.
Hey, what's up, Havoc?
We've met cloakers before, haven't we?
I think so, yeah.
So those ugly guys that fall on you and die really quick, right?
The die really quick. She says, that is excellent if they die really quick. If you guys remember last time, probably not, since you guys explored the area outside the cave or outside the tower. There was a whole bunch of um, like niches and like caves like cut into the mountains and stuff. And you guys examined it, and it was like four deep alcoves, like 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall, and strewn all about them were the skeleton remains of humans clad in rotting clothes and furs. Uh, just piles of bodies basically inside. Then they were right outside the tower, which here I'll show you on the map. These sections over here.
Hmm.
And your doors to the tower that you guys went in are right here. Oh, thanks, Pretzel, for interrupting my gameplay for an update. pops up right in the middle of this. Where are the?
So is this place we're in 3 stories?
Yes, it's a very tall tree tower, and you're on the first floor, ground floor.
And this itself is 30 feet high, and then there's 2 more stories above that 30 feet?
Hold on one second. N- no, not necessarily. You could probably see like some of the second floor rooms from down here. You know what I mean? Up through the
Okay.
balcony.
Right. Balcony and stuff. Cool.
But
So it's like an open
definitely
foyer.
30, 40 foot tall tower for sure. She says, "How much have you explored my world since you seem to be new down here? Have you met the dragon?"
The what?
There's a dragon?
Did she say
Indeed.
dragon?
There is a
Is he a big
dragon.
one or a little one?
As dragons come, it is fairly simple, but a good friend.
A friendly dragon.
Hmm. So you haven't met her?
I- If she finds us, is she gonna try to kill us?
I suppose it depends on what you're doing when she finds you.
Yeah, the only thing we've met is some untalkative trees.
Hmm.
What are some of the things we shouldn't be doing when she finds us?
Well, things that dragons don't like you to do. Or
Like
things
live.
that
Touch their things?
the dragon's friends don't like you to do. She smiles. She says, "What is it that you're doing here? And maybe we could come to some kind of agreement that you continue to do what you do and the dragon continues to do what it does without compromise, without," looks over at Dalgron, "without Bob getting eaten." You particularly feel that she doesn't believe your name is Bob.
Are there any rules or regulations we should know about with these tree things outside? Like, are we allowed to chop them down or
Hmm.
urinate on them? And I look at S, or carve initials in them. And look at Markel.
Hey,
Gather
Just,
it's
firewood.
natural. It's natural to shit in the woods.
the best bet is
Bears do it all the time.
to treat the trees and the forest as if they were your friends. You wouldn't go chopping a friend down or urinating on them, now would you?
Well, present or friend, I guess. Wouldn't
I
chop them down. Yes,
suppose.
you are correct.
We cut Marley down all the time.
Hmm. You feel
And while he's
free
asleep,
to
we urinate
insult
on
the
him. So
trees all you like. Their insults may take a while to reply. Especially
And
the ones that aren't awakened.
we have attended. We will typically defend ourselves if something attacks us.
I don't
is there
blame you.
anything aggressive that we need to steer clear of?
There are some, should I say, annoying little pests that I keep around for entertainment purposes. They have an agreement with me, and I have an agreement with them. That I'll leave them alone as long as they don't eat my friends.
I know the feeling. I
She
look at
says,
Markel.
she says, and she points to the southeast, and she says, "There's old ruins down. Some other inhabitants used to live there, but they no longer are alive. But they had left behind some cover in areas that these, should I call them bats, live in. They're a mix between bats and goblins. Some of them call them were creatures."
You mentioned these cloakers. We have run across them before. They're usually inside. Are these in natural caverns, or how do we know when we're finished with this quest?
How many cloakers are we talking about?
She says,
2 or 200?
I haven't been paying much attention to them lately. They could have become whatever they do to make more of them, breeding, mating, duplicating, I don't know, but they definitely have some form of conclave of them. And she points to the north. She says, "There are some caves to the north that you must have passed by. These these cloakers have taken up into that den up there." Like, I'll give you a big circle over here. You see that?
Mhm.
She says, "Perhaps after you go and clean them out or get rid of them, perhaps we could have dinner together and speak more. I feel what I have to offer is more than just a place to rest and relax. Perhaps you're looking for some more information that I might have. I don't know. But this will be a sign of that you are trustworthy."
We are a little tired from our journey. Can we rest here and set out in the morning to deal with these?
She kind of looks around a little bit. She says, "I'm more than welcome to rest anywhere but in my throne room." She says, "Please find a cave or a place under the trees that suits your needs. Just don't chop any of my friends down for firewood. Of course, you can use any falling limbs or dead friends." She chuckles. "But not too many of the trees take kindly to wildfires, if you get my drift. So not only if you catch the forest on fire will you upset me, but the trees may pound you into the leaves."
Fair.
She says, "Come back and visit me when you feel the need. I will be here. I have not left this place in a long, long time."
Marley has his little hut, right?
Marley does if he's got
Lehman's tiny hut.
spell slots. Uh, Actions tab. He does have a third level spell slot.
So yeah, we'll go find a little clearing and
Ludman's tiny hut.
Before we rest, may I look at your and talk to your friends? I do not. I've only read of these types of creatures before.
Hmm. She says, you may look upon Krisan, but it is up to Krisan if it lets you pet him.
Does he
He
talk?
is-
Or does he talk?
He does not. He does not vocalize like you and I. However, I understand him. If that's what you're asking. He kind of
So,
growls a little.
search through my pouch, see if I have a spare rat left over.
And
Offer
I'll
you one.
ask about what the extra hands do, and are they able to manipulate objects? What the tentacles do, and ask
I think they're
her a
for
bunch of
mating.
questions and try to
She
get as much
says,
information about this creature.
it sounds like to me that you're trying to defeat my creature in combat. We don't know each other well enough for these questions. This is
I'm just offering him a
scrutiny.
rat.
The rat he does seem interested in.
I'll happily share a big rat with him. They're good, huh?
So I'll go over and talk to Halistry and again find out how they populate. Is he a magic creature? Is he a natural creature? Are there more of him? How long does he live? Does he if he had to fight, how would he um does what is he like? How does he spend his time?
So
Just
after about
basic general information.
80 questions, his face puckers up and he says, his eyes flicker open and he says, hi, my name is Halistry. Let me think about your first question. Short rest.
Okay.
I'll turn to Willow. Don't mind him. He asks everything about
Yeah.
how they replicate, and he has all these weird questions.
Well,
Read too many books as a kid.
he must have asked the right question because Halistry usually doesn't pay any attention to anyone unless I ask him to. Interesting. And as far as Krisan goes, he might play with your dead rat, but he requires fresh meat.
Oh, I like them fresh too, but I didn't have any fresh ones on me. So if I had one, I'd share it.
Well, my friends in the caves southeast of here have kept the rodent problem to a minimum. That's one of the reasons I keep them around.
Darn. Kind of like when there's a rodent problem.
Me neither.
Fresh eating.
She says if you find some wild berries and fruits, of course you're leave a few for my friends, but you're more than welcome to eat upon them. Most of the poisonous ones are not around this time of year. They
Berries
should
can
be
be
safe.
poisonous.
Indeed.
I've never tried one.
She said, "The poison that you carry on you, I sense it is not of a plant nature." She says, "I suspect it's from something more sinister." She looks at S's fangs.
Sinister? No, I got this big old gland right over here, and it just kind of bulges out every once in a while, and then it seeps out, and I spit it at people.
I
It's a fun
see.
game, but it can blind them if they're not careful.
She says, "Well, I have things to tend to today, as I usually do. If there are no further questions, feel free to stay as long as you like." And she kind of waves her hand towards the doors you guys came in, and Hallister's like mumbles and reaches his branches out and opens the doors for you guys. He says, as Orag goes by, Hallister says, "Yes, to the first question. Hmm. I don't know what the first
Thank
question
you.
was, but it's yes."
First question was whether others besides him.
Oh, yeah. So any particular place you guys want to go? Here, let me move you guys right back outside. Over here. Boop.
Yeah, right outside the doors is fine with me.
Didn't you say these are
Oops.
crypts?
Stuff in here.
They're, um, no, they're not, like, set up like nice, like, crypts or anything. They're just, like, deep alcoves. And inside the alcoves are, the bones of bodies that have been piled up in there. Not neatly, right? And there's armor and stuff, rotting clothes and furs on them, on the corpses. They've been dead a long time. There's
So
no
we'll have Marley
meat.
do a detect magic and just sort of walk by each one looking for magic.
Say again, how's he looking for magic? Is he like climbing through these alcoves, or somebody casting detect magic? What's happening?
Yeah, doesn't Marley have detect magic? Or
Dahlgren
Uh,
does.
hey Bob, do you have detect magic? Are you able to cast it?
Yeah, I guessed it. It's 30 feet though. Let
there,
me
I
see.
release Marley if somebody wants to run his character till he gets here.
Looks like a nice clear spot.
Did you cast detect magic?
Yeah, I'll cast it as a ritual.
You don't see anything magical in any of the four alcoves.
Yeah, I was gonna walk by them, but nothing's in there. They're all cleaned out.
This one's a long one. The
Oh,
rest of
this.
these are short.
That's what she said.
Actually, that one. Once it gets like towards the back there, just drops
Mm-hmm.
into a what looks like a bottomless pit.
Nice. Now we know where we can dispose of additional bodies.
Any trees we cut down?
I'll
Yeah.
use the bathroom over the edge. Listen to see how long it takes to hit.
It doesn't sound like it hits. There's some
Nice.
kind of wind or something down there you can hear. but way, way deep.
I want to cast light on a stone and throw it down there.
Uh,
See how far it goes.
you're like, Jesus. You, just when you give up to that it is a bottomless pit, you're like, holy crap, I think it's bottomless. You like stand up, you're like, holy, after you chuck it, you turn and look at your friends, and then you hear it, then you see the light like flicker, like freaking way down,
Like 40 feet at least.
like yeah. Or it's like it's got to be 40 feet.
Yeah.
But the
Does
problem,
it have
it
water bases?
vanishes as soon as it hits because it lands in a big pile of poop. Bloop.
Plop.
Plop.
Yeah, that's a
Just
long
a,
way.
just a
We
little
found the
slight
bathroom
glow.
for the entire forest.
Smells
Every
like
forest
that
creature
blue
uses
stuff
this.
wafting up. The blue stuff, the chemical they put in the porta john. Does anybody like examine the bodies?
So I'll look at the bones and see,
Yeah,
are
go
these
through them.
gnawed on? Are they complete skeletons? Are they just random bones thrown in there?
Kind of.
Um, Give me a medicine check there, uh, Orag.
You say investigation?
I
Okay.
say I said medicine since that's what you're trying to figure out. He like picks up a bone, like shakes it apart so it's disconnected from the rest of the skeleton. Sniffs the joint,
Listen to it.
licks it a little, and says, "Huh, a bone," and holds it up in the air.
Knee
I don't
bone's
think that guy's
connected
gonna
to the
make it, guys.
thigh bone. Oh wait, you can just bring one of them back, right? For a one hit point little skeleton, have him follow us around.
I can cast Anime Dead. Maybe I'll get another crazy spider skeleton.
Make it walk. Can you get a tree skeleton?
So why don't we set up over here? It's easily defendable and we can camp for the night,
Sounds like a
afternoon,
plan.
whatever it is.
Sounds good.
We're gonna just set out for the
Is it
alcove
sunny
of
and
the
warm, or
well
is it?
over 60 dead bodies. Just saying. Yeah, it's
Are they all
pleasant out.
humanoid or are they animal?
Uh, they're all human.
Not just humanoid, but like human.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Okay.
No elf bones or dwarf bones or
Were they wearing any
halfling or
like symbols or anything on any of the armor or leather or?
Uh,
or were they all naked?
from what Orag saw, he didn't look for that. He just sorted through some of
No.
the bones. So I didn't hear anyone else saying they were searching through the bodies.
Dahlgren will search through them. Try to figure out what killed him too,
Well,
since he's
Dalgron
that
can
type of
give me
cleric.
a medicine check. And both Orag and Dalgron, give me a perception check. Orag, I'm going to give it to you at disadvantage since you weren't really looking for this kind of stuff. But you could accidentally stumble across it. Well, it doesn't matter. Dalgron found one anyways. Actually, you find a holy symbol of. Give me a religion check. Yeah, Orag, you actually threw some bones on top of the holy symbol that he found. Oh, you're familiar with this holy symbol. You've seen it before. Um, of course, they didn't give me the holy symbol to show you. I don't think. Let me see. they did, I'd be surprised. No. Let's see if there's one in the assets. I do have one right here. See if the players know it first.
It's a damn bear claw.
It is a bear claw, but it also represents a Forgotten Realms god. Nobody? How about that?
Ah,
It's a holy symbol of
Recognize
Malar.
the name. Yeah. S would have no clue, but recognize the name.
Is that like a lot of these, or is it just like one?
No, there you'll find there's not like everybody has one, but there's a couple here and there. And the way these these skeletons were dressed in the furs and stuff, you definitely think they were followers.
Did my medicine check tell me how they were killed? I mean,
I don't know how you can tell that some creatures were killed by poison, but a 24 on the medicine check, and you freaking do some kind of CSI bullshit. And yes, they definitely were killed by mass amounts of poison. Most of them, a couple of them might have been like clawed, but for
It
the most
sounds like a
part,
dragon.
they all died from poison.
That sounds like a dragon. Perhaps a poisonous one.
yeah, I don't see a lot of tearing and ripping of the clothing, so it must have been poison. There's no scratches on the bones, no broken bones.
I think they all died of pollen allergies.
Could be
Yeah, they all
peanut
had
allergies.
peanut allergies.
This forest in the spring. Murder.
Now, you guys were given a wand by the creature, the spirit. Actually, you guys dug up a grave to get to the wand.
Somebody.
Yeah. If you guys remember that little incident, that was a refresher. The the tombstone
Yeah.
read that, and
There was
the
is the
disembodied
wand still in the party sheet?
voice kept telling you to take my wand.
I think Marley has it.
Use it to destroy Willow, the elf witch.
Yeah. So Willow with her friend dragon.
And her Halistry companion and
Hallis tree
Hmm.
Displacer
and
Beast companion.
Yeah, she doesn't seem so bad. I think we should leave her alone.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with her. Marley just wants to kill her.
was just looking for a way down. Aren't we supposed to go down to go up or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah, but we got some cloakers to kill, right?
Well, hopefully we can. If we kill them, she'll point us to the next level down.
Or she'll sick her dragon on us, one or the other.
Yeah, either way.
I think if we're nice to her, she'll be nice to us.
so we'll have Marley cast the hut spell. Hut, 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 hut.
Hut, hut, hut.
Omaha.
Omaha. I haven't seen anyone chosen to play Marley's character yet. So how you cat's gonna cast that spell? You want the DM to do it? I don't think so. I'm gonna eat a cookie and watch you guys select somebody. Oh,
It won't let me select him, so
Somebody
Somebody
did
grabbed
already.
him.
Not good, because I rolled a 5, so it was probably going to be me.
Definitely ain't me.
it could be a reroll. There could be a reroll.
Marley's
Marley
playing
rolls a one.
himself.
I think Svenster took Marley. Trying to fool us all. All right, Loonman's tiny hut. So during your little tiny hut adventures, there's definitely some creatures that come wandering around. Um, this place does have a night cycle, so the sun goes down, the sun comes up. And at night, you guys get a couple of visitors that come by that look like. Do we have a good image? Look like these guys.
what size are they?
They are small, so they're like
Okay.
3 feet tall, 4 feet tall. Not very big at all. Maybe
Isn't
60,
this what
70
she said
pounds.
was annoying her
But she
to the
said
south?
cloakers.
No,
Cloakers were
she said
annoying.
there were creatures to the south that were just bothering, just annoying. We
Oh
should be
yeah,
careful, like bat
Where
creatures.
where bats
Bat,
or something?
yeah.
goblin werebats.
We know how to deal with were creatures.
That's true.
We've dealt with plenty of them over the years.
They kind of fly around like where you guys were, sniffing and smelling, or outside the dome and stuff. But after a few seconds or so, they just kind of lose interest and fly off into the woods. You know, like a couple of them every now and then you'll see come by. But your Ludman's tiny hut is a pretty secure little thing, and they can't get in, so there's not really any random encounter that happens other than, if you guys go running out and smacking these things or something. I can't stop that from happening. No, okay. Um, so I'm gonna push you guys a long rest. Da, 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 da. So 23 hours later, because I don't know how long it was since your last rest.
Alright, so we'll start heading toward the cloaker den. I'm gonna find a pointy stick and tie it to my head, pointing up. So if a cloaker falls on me, it'll stop, get stuck on the stick, and move away.
The only problem is to secure the stick really hard. You gotta you're starting to suffocate because you're choking yourself. So it works, but only till you pass out. So I don't know what your
Okay.
con modifier is.
3
So
minutes.
that's a pretty long time to have a stick sticking up in the air. Like, I got a rope around my neck.
So I didn't see where it was. That's
Yeah,
where we're going.
I'm gonna drag your tokens here in just a second. But before you guys get there, you hear some moaning sounds coming from there. Oh, look at you guys open that. I don't know why that's closed, but um, I'm gonna put you guys right outside the front of it, which is over here.
So we're
There's a
going
there's a
west.
persistent eerie moan emanates from this area here,
Okay.
which
Is
is a
that
set of
gates?
gates. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 15-foot high iron portcullis is embedded in the stone wall at the mouth of a long tunnel. You guys can see rough-hewn stairs just inside the tunnel climb to the top of the wall, which is enclosed by stone battlements. There are no guards stationed on top of the wall or beyond the portcullis.
You said there's a constant moaning, like the wind or a creature.
It's like a eerie, persistent moan emanating from inside. There might even be a Sirenscape sounds. Let's see.
Hey, Dalgron, help me lift this gate.
Sure.
Or Google Help as well. I'm slightly above average.
Morkel will watch.
Well, the way 5e works is one person can give the other person advantage. So whatever combination you guys want to give each other advantage, who's doing the roll with advantage?
I assume I'm attempting an athletics roll.
Yes, it is definitely athletics. A 3 and a 2.
I totally made it.
He's like, and you would hear his back crack, but he doesn't have one.
Can I
Maybe,
see any way through there that to raise it,
is
Not
there a lever or
from like
anything?
like a
right
lever or a winch or a?
there. You do see like some kind of mechanism, like when you like look up top. Maybe there's something that goes inside the cave, but you can't make out where they go inside the cave.
You can squeeze through there,
Beyond the
can't you?
I could easily, yeah.
I can climb up the wall and try to go in through the top also.
You can go up and see if there's something up there, and I can squeeze through and see if I can find something.
well, no, the gatehouse is pretty much like blocking the whole thing, right? But there's
Well, yeah,
towers
but
on
you
the
said it was a
outside, but you can climb up there,
portcullis, right?
yeah, and look on the
Yeah.
top. But there's no. It doesn't look like there's any trap doors or anything that lead down
Oh,
inside.
okay. I thought all right, from where the way you described it, I thought there were stairs that went up to.
No, inside the portcullis you can see stairs that go down.
Oh, okay. Got it. I
Like on the
misunderstood.
other side of the portcullis, you can see stairs that go down,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's two towers on the outside of this cave, and on top of them you can see where there might be guard spots, but you don't see any way to access the towers.
Okay. All right. Well, can I stick to the side and climb up the top? Or
Yeah,
climb up the
that's
side?
what I said. When you get up to the top,
Yeah.
you can't really see any
Okay.
way to get inside.
Can't get. Okay. But there's nothing else up there on top of these
Mm-mm.
towers.
No,
That's
Okay.
kind of
maybe
useless for a.
well, maybe what used to be a guard post or something.
But how would the guards get in here? Unless there was some kind of secret hidden entrance.
They
This
use
whole area
ladders.
looks like it's been morphed or twisted by magic. Like you don't even think trees should grow under here.
Yeah, because dwarves don't like trees. It should all be mushrooms.
And then there's a
Yeah, now
tree,
you're talking.
a dwarven carved tree down the way there. You're like, what the hell? That looks like a tower. What the? Something's totally off.
I will turn into a small snake and slip through the portcullis.
Um,
I mean, how big are the holes in the
give me an
portcullis?
acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
DC 12. So yeah, you gotta shift into the small creature
Yeah.
to squeeze. But you tried it before you used your ability, right? You were like trying to
Well,
squeeze through
I have
first,
my mutable form. I can mutate my body to squeeze into 2 sizes smaller.
which would be
Tiny,
tiny.
which is the
But
smallest category
if you
there is.
turned into a snake, is
Yeah,
that what you're?
whichever
Is
way
that the
it's going to
same thing?
take me to fit through. If I don't think
Yeah,
a
yeah. You tried to
tiny snake.
mutate yourself and it didn't work. So now you can turn into your little snake
Yeah. Well, the
and
snake's also
squeeze through.
tiny, so.
Yeah, but the snake is not squeezing to fit through portcullis as hard as you are. That's all rusty and Barbie, but the snake can slither through easily. So
Yeah.
you can slither through and then like make your way, like follow the cables and stuff, and inside the
Yeah.
cave you do find a winch, which I don't think as a snake
No, I'd revert back.
you can
Ask her to get you a drink.
Yeah.
you can raise the portcullis, but yes, no problem on
Cup
raising
of
it
mead,
from the
please,
inside.
from the
Ding ding
wench.
ding 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 ding. What's that?
Said cup of mead, please, from the wench.
All right. So you guys see um, that the see what this description is so poor. A 15-foot high iron portcullis is embedded in the stone wall at the mouth of a long tunnel. Rough-hewn stairs just inside the tunnel climb to the top of the wall, which is enclosed by stone battlements. There, no one guards stationed atop the wall or beyond the portcullis. So to me, it seems like you couldn't get in to that area because it was blocked by the portcullis. So I don't know. But you just get it open, and there's a tunnel that leads down into caves from where you are. And yeah, let me unlock your tokens so you can freely move yourselves ahead of the rest of the party and split them up. Please do, please do, please do. Oh, sorry. Well, that's probably about where things start getting taken out of the combat tracker. Because Willow doesn't need to be in there. Hallis Tree doesn't need to be in there.
They can come with us if they want. We
They
don't mind.
can. They don't want to.
Hey, Morkel, you got anything you can stuff in your ears? This moaning is annoying.
I got some bits of mushrooms. Here you go.
Let's see what we can do.
They give you a contact high.
Nice.
They make the sound even more amplified.
Getting high with a lightsaber. It's a great idea.
It's gonna go great.
Whoa, whoa. So,
Whoa.
Whoa.
Matic Marbania shows up.
Just in time. Roll initiative.
It is just in time for that too.
Doing big update. I'll be there as soon as I can get on the table.
Delete. Oh shit, not delete. Clear. Fuck. No. So stupid. Now the
Delete
biggest
all
one
token.
that gets me is the delete token button that the player can do on himself. Why can a player delete his own token? Why is that even possible? Why would that be needed? Ever?
Maybe in some obscure rule set.
I mean, Sven sometimes puts tokens on the map for his other creatures, and that may be the only
Mhm.
reason that. But it seems kind of dangerous to me. All right, hold on. Let me clean up this stuff while he's getting situated. And yes, we are going to. We're going to go ahead and do that. Which is that. All right, Oreg, as you turn the corner and you peer around the corner,
Pee around the corner.
you pee around the corner. You do see, since you're kind of looking for it, well, I guess these guys technically get a stealth check to see if you see them.
How high is the ceiling in here?
That's a good question.
And last time they like to be up near the ceiling because they can fly.
Yeah,
if I
that's
remember right.
well. They do fly, and they do like to look like a. They do like to look like a dark leather cloak hanging up on the ceiling. I don't understand.
I thought they
They're
hung
not
on
the
like clothing stands and coat racks and stuff.
yeah. So this one's in the cave, right? It's just like flapping around, looking like a cloak.
Coat
I'm a
rack
cloak.
sitting in the back of the
I'm a
cave.
cloak. I'm a cloak. I'm pretending to be a cloak. So,
Check it out,
but it
guys.
is
Free
making
cloaks.
some kind of moaning sound too. And
Don't disturb them. They're mating.
but or you peek around the corner, and you see one of these things. He looks like he might have been taking a poop, so that's why he looks irritated when you see him. As you can tell, he doesn't look happy. He's like, "Hey, I'm pooping here. Oh, I'm pooping here."
That explains the moaning.
Yeah, they're
Constipation.
constipated cloakers.
They should eat more fiber.
Plenty
I'm
of
gonna use my
roughage out there in the forest.
free action to pivot my pointy stick up, and then I'm gonna shoot him.
If you wouldn't mind putting a concentration check on there with a duration of 3 minutes for your pointy stick.
Using my bonus action to special aim, I'll say, psst. Oh,
Yeah,
shoot,
let's say
still
they're
didn't
up.
crit it.
Let's say they're up on the ceiling too, since they like to fly. 15 foot. Well, that got his attention. As um, hmm. So it's got this phantasmal. It can like do basically mirror image.
they sensitive to light?
Yeah, well, it's not very bright light yet, right?
My
Oreg
sword is
doesn't.
bright light.
Yeah, but it's only bright light. What? 15?
It's 30.
Oh, is it 30? All right, so then
Yeah.
that takes care of that problem. He can't use his shit then. Nice. Scratch that off. So he's gonna moan. Each creature within 60 feet of the cloaker that can hear its moan. That's everybody, right? I will give S a +5 to his saving throw since he stuffed some shit in his ears.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, but you also have a -5 to any
Oh,
anything
shit,
that
awesome.
requires perception checks. That requires
Hearing perception.
Didn't think
Or-
snakes had ears.
We just have
Well,
little
that's why
holes
the
in the side of our
mushrooms
head.
worked out well. They were shiitake mushrooms, and he just kind of wedged them in the
Pop.
holes. The little shiitake. Shikaka. All right, so I'm gonna target all you guys. Give you guys all some love.
I'll go ahead and use my
Thunder.
inspiration.
Love
Yeah, it's a
inspiration.
wisdom saving throw. So for those that here it comes. Why did I roll white dice? Because I used the creature? I don't know. Oh, because I don't know. Those that failed it are frightened.
I failed. I failed at life.
Dalgrun the Brave remains. The rest of us run away.
S is immune to being frightened.
Yep.
It's fortunate that he's got the shit in his ears and doesn't know it. He's like, "What was that?" Everybody else runs away. Ah! It's like, "Did you hear something?" uh, that's pretty much what it does. Moan. If you succeed, you're immune for the next 24 hours. It does have light sensitivity, so bust a move on it.
Got it.
And that's all it can do. It would fly further up, but it can't. It's on the ceiling already. Morkel.
All right. I am going to move up into Oryx space, and I'm going to use Thorn Whip and try to grab this guy and pull him down towards the ground.
It's a little harder to hit than a 13.
Yeah. All right. I will step out of the way, give others a chance.
Do we get Marbania on the table?
Yeah, I'm on here. I'm trying to. I got to turn up Valtrex because the compressor on my voice meter is cutting him out. I can tell you guys can hear him because you're nodding your heads and everything, and I'm getting about every third word. You know, I'm like,
It's probably better that way. Let's be honest.
I'm frightened. I can't move any closer to him. Being frightened, do you attack him? Can you attack him?
Yeah, you just
Frightened
can't willingly move
condition.
closer.
But you can't move closer.
Yeah, frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and you can't move closer to the source
Okay.
of its fear.
Okay, so I'll put disadvantage on, and I'm gonna pop
Well,
a
you
shot.
got frightened on you. That does apply disadvantage.
Oh, it does.
Yep.
Okay, good. Then
And what are you
we'll
attempting to
pop
do?
a shot.
With what?
With a short bow.
Well, you have a -2 because there's a big Oreg in front of you.
Oh, okay. Disadvantage -2. Okay.
Even though this thing's 15 feet off the ground and large.
Oreg's like 7'6", standing in front
Oh.
of him with huge arms.
And it's that
Okay.
furry
Can I step
Mop.
beyond him?
No,
and
you can't move
back?
any closer to your fear.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. If I step back, do I get a better shot? No. Don't
No,
worry
it's
about
the
it.
cave
-2.
opening's too short.
Disadvantage. 2. Come on.
You still hit with a 21.
That's a hit. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Drop
dropped a
drop
crit though, but
Sad.
maximum damage.
Mhm.
8 points. It
Uh,
lets out a eerie squeal.
I'm good.
I don't know what a cloaker sounds like. Maybe
Well,
Sirenscape
I'll
can
move
help
back
us out.
behind
Let's
S.
see. Cloaker.
Dogman's gonna cast Sacred Flame at his ass.
Here we go. Here we go. That sounds a little eerie.
Ouch.
Dogman don't like cloakers.
Well, you definitely have attracted another one as it comes flying out and tries to get on Markel.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna throw some spores at him.
As a reaction, like, ah! As he comes, like, dive bombing you. Oh, it fails. It's got its mouth open, too. It's like, ah! As it's gonna try to multi-attack. One with its bite and one with its tail.
Can you put is the sunlight sensitivity on him?
It should be,
I want
yeah.
to make sure he has
Yeah.
disadvantage. All right, cool.
Should be.
So it's gonna try to tail you first as it comes flying in at a range of 10, right? So its tail's like like underneath of it as it's like tries to poke your armor with its slashing barb and makes 2 attacks, one with its bite, one with its tail. Okay, it doesn't say it has to do one or the other in order or anything, but it makes sense that it would try to tail you first and then try to come down and bite you. Which it hits. And when it does bite you, it wraps around your face and blinds you. And you kind of look over where Urag was, and you remember that he's got this stick sticking up the top of his head, and you're thinking, man, this might be kind of useful right now. As this thing crunches down under your skull, mostly your ear, and
I may be dead, but at least I don't look stupid.
does 6 points of damage.
Fair.
And is there an effect for this? This would be cool. Probably not.
Face hugger effect.
I don't want to tell a spoiler. No. Okay. We gotta do it manually. It's gonna die first anyways. S.
All right, S is going to come on over here and try to grab this thing and rip it off Morkel's face.
Just pierce right through it with your sword.
Yeah.
It's fine. I can take it.
I
let's
make
see.
an athletics check or something
If the
to.
target is larger, smaller, the clicker attaches to it, and the clicker has advantage against the target. The clicker attaches. Oh,
I might hit it with my hammer.
a creature, including the target, can take an action to detach it closer by a strength check. A strength check.
Athletics?
No, it just calls for a strength check. No,
Strength.
no athletics. Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. Well, I will
you're not sure how to, if you're gonna, bench press or curl or something. You're more like just you're like pulling his head around. He's like, "That's not working." Ah, ah, ah.
Suppose I don't get two chariot tries with
No,
my extra attack.
it is an action to do that.
All right. Well,
Now you can
then I
second
will.
wind and do it again, or
I
not
will
second
action
wind, but
surge and try
action
again.
surge. Yeah. An 11 the first time, a 7 plus a 4 is an 11. And the second time, you like give it a couple of thumps on the head. You like dunk, dunk, smack, smack, and you pull it off
Sorry,
with your
Morkel.
24 this time.
Nice.
You rolled a crit.
Nice.
And for a
Oh, I
second there, like all the
could get my lips
spots are
off with
missing
it.
off of Morkel's face. Like he's like, and then you could see he camouflages his spots back in, like. Whoop. His face for a moment looked like a leather cloak.
Right. That'll be my actions.
Well, cloaker number 5 is not going to put up with that bull crap. Because he wants some food too. And it's going to come flying over here and try to get all involved in you guys. I think it's... we're kind of crammed in this hole, right?
Yeah, he's got to squeeze.
Right? He's squinting and squeezing with disadvantage. Double disadvantage. I can't get double disadvantage, so... While I'm squeezing, I'm squinting, and it's the same thing. He's liking this. He's like, I can't see, but I can squeeze free. As he's gonna like try to give the tail spike on S, like a sticky, get off my friend with his range as he comes in, and misses, but also tries to bite Urag.
I'm going to sentinel that.
You're like, get off my friend.
Oh, come on.
Nice. Nice. That's the dangerous on Rob's tables, right? You
Yes.
suffer a level of exhaustion. So you punch yourself in the gut. You're out of breath for a second.
Ow.
You like lose your reaction totally. And he's down. He's down 5 feet off the ground. These things are like 5 feet. That's how tall your face is. Dalgron.
Dahlgren's gonna Sacred Flame him again, see if he can't hurt him some more.
You do hurt it some more.
Another big roll. Damn.
14's pretty big.
And that'll be the end of Dahlgren's turn.
Hey, Marley, your fear has gotten closer to you.
My fear has gotten closer to me, but I didn't move towards it.
Don't they get a saving throw after each turn or something?
Do you?
I'm that frightened. I don't know.
Did we get a saving throw after each turn? Or not?
The moan. Where's the moan? Give me the moan. DC saving throw become frightened until the end of the cloaker's next turn. Yeah, so it's only for one turn you're frightened.
Oh, okay.
Did it
So
drop
I'm not
off?
frightened anymore. Very good. Yeah, because he just had a turn a moment
Yeah,
ago.
I don't see it.
So cool. But that's all right. Marley is going to step up here with a -2 and take another shot with his short bow, which he's beginning to kind of like.
17
yeah.
is a hit.
And does Marley have? Make sure I got sneak attack on turn. Turned that back on.
It's been
No,
applied, yeah.
It applied it automatically.
Oh, it did?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Sweet.
That's the beauty of on turn.
It is, isn't it beautiful?
Most of the
Right, so I
time it
will
works. Some of the time you got to do it manually.
drop my short bow, take out my rapier.
You're what?
My rapier.
He sticks his short bow to the back of Morkel. Kind of sticky. Falls on
And
the
it's
ground.
silver, so if the cloaker is a lycanthrope,
He's a werecloaker.
Dang.
Didn't kill him though.
He lived.
not able to pull two weapons at the same time, so that is all I can do. I am no longer afraid. S is next to me, so I'm just going to use my bonus action to do nothing.
You need a cloak that can billow. Then it would be totally worth it. You could billow your cloak. Well, I think this one's gonna try to attach itself to S's face now that S has got a hold of it. He's like, he's like pulling out his sword. He's gonna stab this thing's like tail is like trying to pierce you, but he's kind of close to you, so he just like lurches at you with his bite, and his tail is like sticking at Morkel. So I'm gonna give Morkel the tail stick first, or attempt to, anyways, which is a miss. And the old bite on S is also a miss. As this thing gets a hold of your shield, it's like, "Arr, arr, arr." Morkel.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to let's activate Shillelagh and just try to whack this guy right next to me.
Suddenly you become Italian. You're like, you get to get whacked.
Break out the bonk stick.
The shit out of his cloaker. Shanae.
All right, I'm gonna take a swing at the one below me, and then one swing at the one north of me. So one on the one below me. Oh crud!
If I get a crit
Eh.
on these things, do I call it an Irwin? Is that too soon?
And then one on the one. There we go. Finally hit on one of those. And yeah, let's slice him up.
Ouch!
Max damage. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Did we
Go
want to do a
again.
break or wait till?
Oh yeah, it was a good time for a break.
Oh, perfect. Top of the round. We're gonna. Can't believe it's already been an hour and a half, but
I
we're
know.
gonna
Wow,
take a
where'd it go?
10-minute
Bye.
break and use of the facilities and stuff. Marbania, we did burn your last third level spell slot to cast Ludman's Tiny Hut. FYI, I think it got marked off.
Yeah, but we took a long rest.
Oh, but
we
you got a
took
long rest. True.
Yeah,
Never
I
mind.
guess because. All right, cool.
We used
Thank
it
you.
and then you got it back.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna go over here and put on the timer for 10 minutes. This button over here, 21:42. Let's see what that is. 10:45. Perfect. And I'm gonna put the slideshow on and some pretzel music while you guys are in chat listening. You get some corny pretzel music. But anyways, we'll be back in 10 minutes. So stick around or go get a drink and come back. We'll see you in a minute. we're gonna do that, and we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna turn the pretzel off, and we're gonna stop the timer. Turn all that crap off. Wait, I stopped pretzel and it's still playing. What the hell? Weird. But yeah, we're back from break. At least we are. The stream is slow. Wow, that's a good delay today. But
Jingo's still
anyways,
doing pretzel.
say again.
Jingo's doing pretzel. That's why it's playing on your stream.
Jingo's playing my Sirenscape. I don't think he ever contacted him, but because now we know what's going on, it's like much easier to manage. But the time that I was testing my Sirenscape, setting up, prepping, and he's trying to run his Starfinder game was pretty brutal for him, I think. I'm
I
like,
tell you
why
what
does
helped
this
me,
damn
Drake, is
space music keep playing?
I figured out how to give Bradius runs the sounds, so he queues up sounds as I'm DMing the game. It's pretty cool, man. He just plays DJ, you know.
Nice having a assistant sound manager. But we did get to the top of round 3, where S is about to murder this cloaker number 5. I think
I'm gonna
that's the
try
plan.
anyway. Swing.
He's all squinting at you. Wait, why didn't you have advantage on him?
Why would I have advantage?
Oh, he's just
He
got
has disadvantage.
Yeah. So he turns into a pile of, what color are these guys? Anyone want to guess?
Loker goop.
White and
Purple.
Black.
Black.
Oh.
They're inky inside. Like a
They
squid.
squirt ink like a
Yeah.
squid.
They don't have poison though. I'm kind of saddened that they don't have poison. Seem like they should, right?
You'd think their tail would like inject poison.
Yeah,
or
or something. Like, or have like a barb or something that, gives you, like, don't pull it out or you tear your heart valve out.
the DM, they can have poison.
Oh yeah, when you tear them
Oh yeah.
off, it should cause damage to the target.
I'm a lazy DM
Barbs are
though. I'm
sunk
not
in.
gonna add nothing to an NPC sheet. That sure the hell ain't gonna happen. That's a
Did
lot
we
of work.
skip Dalgron for a reason?
I didn't.
Oh, he just
Yeah,
rolled it, didn't say anything. Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna stab it. This time I do have a chance to pull out my dagger as well.
You can't read your dice. It's like stealth dice. It's like having only a digital
6 and a
clock to
4 on
look
the
at.
dice is not gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
So I will stay where I am and hope it gets better.
Well, cloaker number 19 is still the same tactic, trying to bite S in the face.
I'm gonna throw some spores at him. Nice.
Disadvantage. Oh, it's like, you just move your head right out of the way, and then it tries to tail stick on. You know
More
what?
kill.
I'd say more cow, but there's Dalgrons back there too, flopping around, and this thing's got a 10-foot reach. So,
Well, I'm gonna sentinel it.
well, yeah, sentinel it because it is actually the tail is reaching out to try to get Dalgron back there.
Chop on that tail a little bit.
Dalgron, this tail like flips, flops, and spears in your direction. Oh, and it does find a hole in your armor, as it
Ouch!
does a little slashing damage, and you feel some blood trickling out of your armor. Uh-oh, 10 points.
I've been hit! I've been hit!
I'm not far enough in the back line. Marley.
Marley's going to take another step back, and is Dahlgren short enough not to get a negative? This guy 5 feet off the ground and everything with a
I
bow.
think I think S has got it up high enough now that
Up high enough, good.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
You could
now
shoot S in the
what in the
hands
world?
though, but I don't know.
I'm trying to target him, but let's see here.
He's got small
I,
hands. It'll be fine.
there we go, cloaker. Yes, thank you.
Snakes
And
aren't
we'll
known for their
shoot.
big hands.
Mm. Oh, you
Shoot him right in
rotten,
the freaking hand.
slimy.
Thunk.
I missed.
I think with even the cover rules, you still have to hit S's armor class. I think that's how it works.
Orig already
Morkel.
told you had to roll higher than a 4.
Yes.
I always forget I have this thing. So I'm gonna emit just a nasty odor in the cloaker's direction.
The cloaker's mouth's all up. Oh, you got me again. My mouth was open
Eh,
again. He says.
So he is going to grant advantage until
Don't-
the end of my next turn.
Snakes smell with their tongue.
All right. Well,
I always was curious: is do fish taste their own poop in the water? How does that work? Cause they're breathing their own poop, right? Isn't that happening?
yeah, pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna try to shillelagh him.
Beating the shit out of this poor cloaker. All he did was come here and want to become a leather cloak, right? One.
Darwin's a little pissed off. He got me. So, see if I can finish him off.
Nope.
Fuck!
He gets a turn before he dies. Well,
Oh, at the start of his turn, I'm gonna throw some spores at him.
Kill him.
yes.
Dang it.
Multi-attacking. Let's do the same tactics. Biting on S. Rawr. Come on, crit. Come on, crit. Oh, there was a crit. Damn. That was
But he
close.
still missed.
That's like 2 in a row that almost got you. And the tail, I'm gonna say he could get anybody except for Marley. So I'm gonna roll the old fairness here. And this time he is going for Morkel. With his tail
I'm gonna sentinel.
blocking, and S does a up chuck and stabs this thing in the gut and kills it and stomps it on the ground as it turns
Nice.
into some black goop.
Yeah. I keep looking at Morkel thinking he's wounded real bad. Those are like temporary hit points, aren't they?
The
We're like,
32,
oh,
Yeah.
Morkel looks bad. I said, no, those are
He's got a
temporary hit
different color.
points.
No, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, so we're out of combat at the
Uh-huh.
moment, or does Marley need to do something here?
We've finished our quest. We can go back and
Yeah.
tell her that we
Maybe
killed
there's
the
more of them
corpse.
in there.
I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Yeah, should we go deeper?
Clear out the nest.
Yeah, so when you guys get down to this end of the tunnel, you can see that it's another gate, just like on the other end. And it opens into a very big cavern. The
Look at the
ceiling
ceiling.
is. The walls of this 60-foot high cavern are covered with naturally formed crystal draperies that resemble like frozen waterfalls, right? Like running down the sides of the cavern and stuff. And in the ceiling, up in the top, at the 60-foot high ceiling, you guys can squint and make it out. You can see that there's a fissure in the ceiling. It's like 30-foot long and like 10-foot wide, and you can see that it goes in even further, like 20 more feet deep. There's a that that moan is coming from there, that ominous moan. It's like emanating from that fissure up there. And um,
Marley, don't go chasing the waterfall.
No compassion, one. I could make a song out of that.
everybody give me a perception check.
So yeah, I'd be looking at the ceiling at this point.
Or those that are looking at the ceiling, yes, to get the perception check. If you're just staring at the wall and you don't care, then don't worry about the perception check. Wow, you guys, a 19, a 26, a 16, a 20, and a 16. None of you guys even
Oh.
thought about failing. Um,
What is this?
there's a not only is there a cloaker up in that fissure making this horrible noise, and it's just echoing and making like this whole area really creepy and no 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 that kind of creepy. Uh, the crystal formations are also reflecting and amplifying any nearby light and sound.
It should
So
be extra bright light for it.
yeah, it's super bright and extra sound echoing through here. Just any sound, and that thing up there is just like the smoke detector in the middle of the night on your coffered ceiling that you can't get to. That's just every tick, but constantly tick, tick, tick. It's like way the hell up there.
How high up is it?
Well,
Why the hell?
90 feet.
A 90-foot
My
high
short
cavern.
bow range
Damn.
is 60
No, I'm sorry,
slash
80
way the
feet
hell.
up. It's 80 feet up. The cavern's 60 and the fissure's another 20.
I'm going to shoot it.
And it's up in the top of the fissure making all this noise.
Yeah,
Fireball.
I can decaying reach up there.
Just keep doing that till it comes out.
Yeah.
Range of my short bow is 30 slash way the hell.
Yeah, but the problem is if you miss with that, the arrow's coming back down at you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a full round before it goes. So let's do this anyways, because everything's about initiative. Alright, so Dalgron, you're still kind of under the portcullis looking out into this tunnel. You can't quite see up in the fissure, so.
Well, I'll move in. I think.
Yeah, if you move out to where S is at, you can see up in the fissure.
I can't see up from there.
It's only 10 foot wide and it goes in 20 feet and it's 60 feet up, so.
Right about here then.
Yeah, you kind of got to be right under it or close to it. Yeah, perfect.
Let me just throw. I can cast fireball up in there, right?
The ceiling collapses on us.
You can hear it up in there. What's fireball? Do you have to see?
Let me see. Where's it at?
Just see where it explodes.
A point you
Right,
can
it's
see.
dark up there
Yeah.
though. He's dark vision is only 60 foot. Any
It's
light source in
bright
there,
light. You said it's reflecting
Oh,
all the
it's
light.
dim. Let me see if it's actually up in the cavern. Yeah, those crystals are all up in there. Yeah, it's like freaking. It can't. It's trying to hide, but it's not happening. That
Trying to pretend to
freaking
be a cloak.
that drift globe is just baller right now.
Look at cloak stuck.
So yeah, you
stuck
can
a
see
cloak up
you
there.
can see it up in there, acting like it's a cloak,
So,
right? It's like
so
I'm just a cloak. What are you looking at me for?
okay, so I can see it.
Uh-huh.
So there's no more up there, but just the one.
Yeah, it's you think it's
Well,
really big though. You're kind of scared a little bit.
if I can see it, I'm just gonna use Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame's what, 90?
60.
You can't reach it. It's
Oh
80
shit.
feet up.
Well, let me see. Scorching Ray's 120. Let me try that. I don't see a token target.
Oh, sorry. It's right there. It's funny you guys moved like right to where you're supposed to be. It's like, ah,
Bastard.
it gets behind a stalactite twice.
Bastard.
3 times. Oh, it did
Finally.
this. You bust the stalactite out with a second shot. It's like, oh, as you hit it. Now it's mad. It's coming your way.
Bring it, bitch.
All right. Oops. Sorry. Markel. I guess you guys know when the
All right.
cloaker goes.
I'm going to, yeah, I'll move up. I assume I can see it from there.
um, I don't. Who drew the fissure like that? That's not accurate.
No.
It runs this way, like that. The fissure does. But yeah, you
So,
you would have to be there. But yeah,
okay, yeah, that's great. I will decaying reach at this guy.
that's a hit.
Nice.
I think the drift
All right.
globe's trying to move.
And he can't
I was
regain hit
trying
points. I
to
don't know
get
if
it
that's
into the
important.
room.
All right, this cloaker's going to is going to fly down. Broom. A dive bombs down. Making this horrible screeching noise, and you could see like these like images of it like moving around, but not enough of the images being seen that it's not showing up easy like the phantasm images it has. It's still trying to use them, but the light's screwing it all up and making it all like shining a flashlight in a hologram kind of thing. But it had to dash to get down to you guys, so now it's right just 5 feet off the ground, let's say.
Nice.
All right, so I'm keeping an eye out for other ones, and then I'm going to careful attack.
25 is a hit. There's a few ones in there.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Wow. So let me just double check,
Oof. Whoa.
because these are. I have like 3 of them and they're all different. Savage Attacker says use either total. All right, so he gets 8 more damage.
I'll just put it on manually.
All right, S is
Got it.
gonna start swinging away.
comes flying down. You guys are like, oh, look, it flew down to us.
Perfect. What is this up here, Drake?
Marley's like, what's up? What's up on top of this
What's up here,
stone
man?
tower? It's a stone tower. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, look, I can see clearly up here.
Hey, look. I probably can't see up in the fissure though, can I?
No, not at
Well,
all.
no
But
worries.
it's not
Hey
up in the
guys.
fissure. It's like
Oh,
flying down
oh, that's
at
right. That's right.
5 feet off the ground.
Cool. Well, that's perfect. 35. Calculate. No, it doesn't get. Yeah, it calculates right. All right. Except Marley is how high off the ground?
You're like 30 feet or so, but yeah, so you're shooting down over the top of everybody.
Okay. Sweet. Then and he's got somebody that's even better. Bang. Oop.
Oh, you didn't kill it. You got an arrow in it though. Orag's gonna kill it. That's what's gonna happen. Somehow.
Yeah, I think it will. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
It's dead. I was gonna say though, the 12 that you rolled, it might have not been last time, but it turns into some black ichor on the ground as you guys have finished clearing out this area. The walls of the 60-foot high ceiling are covered with naturally formed crystal draperies that resemble frozen waterfalls. A 20-foot square section of the south wall of this big 4D. Where's it talking 4D? I don't know. There's some kind of an illusion in here, but it's kind of silly. It doesn't really hide anything. Part of the chamber has an illusion that's been like broken after a while. You know. What is he
There's another
barking at?
entrance through here. What are these pillars?
Um,
Looks like they go out to the forest.
I think that's what it's referring to. There was an illusion that masked that area, but now you can travel through it.
Oh,
The illusion doesn't stop any. It's just concealment. Has no substance. Increase can pass right through it.
whoever did line of sight did it wrong then.
What's that?
Whoever did line of sight did it wrong. They have illusionary walls as a line of sight option, but these actually block you.
Hold on 1 second.
Well, that's a lot
Just above
newer.
Marley, it looks like it
Illusionary.
keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah. What's with that?
My dog's barking at something. I don't know what he's barking at.
You better go
Oh,
check
that
it out,
person
man.
behind you by your light.
Yeah. Who's that walking in your room?
The
behind
guy
you?
with the mask behind you?
If
Yeah.
they came from that direction, we got problems. They'd have to come from that direction, which I can see clearly.
They're just very patient. Like, damn it, how long did you be playing this damn game? I'm not gonna wait anywhere.
He's been hiding back there.
Boo.
Um. Yeah, so that's pretty much it in here. There's not even any good treasure. But you know what? I'm not a stingy DM.
Oh, I thought I kept that.
I think there should be some treasure in here. So let's let everyone roll on table B. How's that sound for some loots?
We got at least
Sounds
3
good.
cloaks.
Right? Let's let everyone roll on this table. See what you guys got. Somebody's working in the building. That's what they're doing. Hammering.
Potion. There's a Viagra potion. S got.
Dust of sneezing and choking.
Bag of
Potion
holding,
of
nice.
growth.
Nice.
Potion of animal friendship.
Do we have to roll for what kind of potion of resistance it is? Or is it just resist everything?
Yeah.
I like that better. Let's just go with that.
It's the neighbor pounding, knocking on something. 10 o'clock at night and he's working. What the hell? What am I missing? What didn't I put in there? Oh, potion of resistance. Potion of resistance. Table. It is a potion of lightning resistance. I don't know, is that handy?
Maybe?
Hey, look, there's a guy with a wand of lightning bolts. Glug, glug, glug. The bag of holding is the winner. The chicken dinner.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
You can actually call it a cloaker bag of holding, right? It's like,
It's made of cloaker skin.
yeah.
What is that?
That's a
Animal
potion
friendship.
of animal friendship. It
Wow.
doesn't sound very friendly.
Yeah.
That's the animal you're being friends with.
Yeah. So, this way's expanded tunnel way, if anybody wants to expand the Dungeons of the Mad Mage beyond the 20 levels it already is. You got
Vex did
room.
that, didn't he?
Zacchaeus did. Zacchaeus has expansions for at least the first 4 levels.
I
North,
think
south, east, and
Vex
west.
did all 20
Yeah, he did
on
because I bought
DM's
him.
Guild.
Yeah. There's plenty of material here. You don't need to be expanding nothing just yet.
Yeah, but then it's the same way every time you do it.
You can rotate the maps. You can do it. You have to adjust all the pins, but you can do it. You can rotate them.
All right, so we'll go back
You
to the
going
lady.
you going back over to the tower, which is actually just right here.
A lady.
Um, Willow's Tower is carved to look like a squat stone tree with twisted stony boughs, B-O-U-H,
Bows, yeah.
boughs,
Bows.
protruding from the walls. 13 giant bats hang from the crumbling limbs like ornaments, their wings wrapped tightly around their bodies. Uh, if you don't mess with the bats don't mess with you.
But these are
On the,
werebats that we saw last night.
no, these are just giant bats. They're not werebats.
Okay.
They could be werebats in disguise, though, but you don't think so.
Whereabouts in
The
Whereabouts
base of the
bats?
tower on the south side is a 12-foot high arched double door made of carved stone. A rope hanging next to the door rings a bell when tugged. If the characters knock or ring before entering, Willow's usher, Hallestree, greets them and leads them to Area 6A. Yeah, Hallestree. Looks like Hallister. He speaks common and is exceptionally polite. So, you guys go back inside and
Do we put the cloakers in that bag of holding? Marley found.
No.
Yeah,
No, we
why?
don't do that. No, no, no.
Everybody's like,
Bring
no, we
bring them
did
back to her.
not.
They're large creatures, so
Yeah.
Chop off the stinger.
yeah, chop off the tail or carve off one of the head chunk areas.
She says, as you guys come in to the tower again, let's make this better for you guys. Um, she says, "Well, I don't think I can hear that eerie sound anymore. You must have been successful."
Is that why you guys told me to quit singing? Oh.
Hmm.
She says, "Excellent. Please come in. Make yourselves comfortable." It's like a stone freaking like slab freaking with leaves and shit spread about. There's not really any place to sit down. She's got the only seat in the house. It's a throne.
She just hangs out down here in Undermountain all day long, huh? Sitting in her chair.
She says she
For
couldn't.
centuries.
She says, since since Hallister has created this, and she looks around, this area for me, I only feel obligated that I should use it, right? Hmm.
Sure. What's that necklace she's got on there? What religion or arcana or something? I may have missed an introduction with this lady. That's okay.
That's a good notice
Kind of
on
freaky
her.
looking.
I don't know if it does mention it. Let's see.
She's the one the ghost told you to kill.
She's the one that a ghost told me to kill. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that.
Willow the witch or whatever.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, okay. Marley would ask her about that.
She says, "You mean Kasan that's buried north of here?"
I don't know. He's some ghost. He said
Hmm.
he wanted us to kill the witch,
It was her
Willow the
friend.
witch.
Some
Yeah,
time
yeah, I heard.
ago, I had a relationship with a human mercenary. Our friendship blossomed into a romance, which Hallister didn't agree with, and he intervened, using his magic to turn my friend against me. I had to
And yet,
I had to kill my friend and bury him in the woods.
and you feel obliged to stay here in Hallister's little place after all that.
Hmm.
And
I
named her
have
cat after him.
I do have some conflicting feelings about Hallister. I am grateful to him for providing me a home and keeping Willowwood alive with his magic. But he is to blame for Yenark's death. And I also spite him for the Mad Mage appears to be trapped in a prison of his own making. I
I
don't
want an insight
believe
check.
that Hallister is.
Is she more than she appears? She kind of. This whole I had to kill my
She
friend
doesn't believe
thing.
Hallister's what?
You definitely you definitely think that there is another side to her. But she doesn't seem to be putting any false information. You don't think she's exaggerating or stretching the truth. Um, she says, I named my companion here, Krisan, after my friend, who I now vow to never let another mortal touch my heart so deeply.
Hmm. Frigid.
Then you may not want to talk to Marley very much.
Huh?
She
Yes, some do
says,
tend
are
to
you
pull the
here in
lady's
search
heartstrings.
for Hallister?
No, ma'am. We are in search for a way out of here, specifically back to the Castle Waterdeep. Yes, to be precise. Yeah. And we just keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
Hmm, this place
So,
has a way of keeping you interested, keeping you exploring, keeping
this
you.
is Orig. Did you ask her about what we get for doing her quest
Yeah,
at
so
call?
it's a matter of payment, I think. That's how we adventurers make a living. Is we kill beasties and things for damsels in distress such as yourself, and it seems we've rid your world here, beautiful as it is, but it had these cloak things, these kind of like um, uh, they like the what do you call it, manta rays, stingray things, except it, yeah, they really took a liking to S.
And she says, our agreement was for you to help me was information, which I am
Yes.
certainly going to provide. As far as some kind of reward, I don't really carry any magical items that might be of benefit for a party of your stature. However, I would be able to provide, say, some healing or some curative type of spells. I am a druid.
Hey, hey, lady, this party's already got one druid.
She says, you
And a healer.
Bob is hurt worse than he's ever been hurt before in his life.
Dog is just limping around,
Well,
acting like he's dying.
if the information will get us out of here, fellas, and get us on with what we. But do we really want to go back? I mean, this isn't it a little bit better? There's like,
do they? Oh, they did. I don't know why they didn't link her NPC sheet here. Not very convenient. It says that she's an archdruid and all that kind of crap, but that doesn't have a link to her. It's kind of weird. Should be right here, like that.
You could be the court entertainer, and the rest of us will live out in the forest.
yeah,
So we'll fast
forever.
forward 5 years.
Um. So yeah, she could cast ninth level spells. So if there's anything that you think a druid might be able to do for you, she probably can.
Wish.
Druids can't cast
That's a
wish
wizard.
though.
That's a wizard spell, isn't it? Yes.
Commune with nature. Uh, Hero's Feast might be kind of beneficial for you guys.
We keep Carson.
Let's see, Hero's Feast.
Hero's feast would be nice.
Am I able to keep Carson, the cat carrion, whatever its name is?
No, the cat doesn't want nothing to do with you.
Yet it just doesn't know me.
It's true, it doesn't know you. She
You're
brings
kind of
forth
hard
a
to get to
great
know, man.
feast, including magnificent food and drink. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of the time, and the beneficial effects don't set in until an hour after it's over. Up to 12 creatures can partake in the feast. A creature that partakes of the feast gains several benefits. You're cured of all diseases and poison. You become immune to poison and being frightened. It makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit point maximum also increases by 2d10, and it gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last for 24 hours.
Nice.
There should be an effect that does all of that.
That's pretty cool.
There
Is there?
is. It's Hero's Feast. Under spells. Want me to add it to us?
Yeah, if you
That
got
would
it
be
already.
lovely.
Damn, Markel, why can't you cook like this?
Let me see. Select all.
Look, unless you want bugs and mushrooms.
Friendly.
Heroes Mushroom Feast.
Does that include myself? Yes. Okay. That work?
She says, it says here, Willow is a moon elf druid with eyes as green as emeralds. Butterflies nest in her tangled black hair, and small critters gather around her feet. Over 200 years ago, Willow fell in love with Yenark, a wizard in league with Hallister, and returned with him to Undermountain. Her happiness faded quickly when the dungeon proved to be a far cry from the woods she called home. Determined to keep Willow in Undermountain, Hallister used several wish spells to create a magical forest for her, but even this gift wasn't enough to offset the druid's languor. When Yenrik forbade her to ever return to the surface, Willow grew positively despondent. The relationship soured and turned violent. A volley of spells on both sides resulted in Yenrik's death. After Willow's fury abated, all that remained was undying grief and encroaching madness. She remains in Undermountain in accordance with Yenrik's wishes, a prisoner of her own guilt. Undermountain is Willow's home now. All memory of the surface world has faded from her mind. She is distant but kind toward those who pass harmlessly through her domain, but turns violent whenever her forest or its peaceful denizens are threatened. Before setting out to destroy interlopers, she rallies the green dragon and the werebats, using them to soften up her adversaries. She also summons 6 awakened trees from the forest with a whistle. Nice. So she would kick your ass, probably. A dragon, a displacer beast, 6 awakened.
We had that wand, wasn't it fireballs or something?
That would be helpful.
Yeah, against those trees. Poof, poof, poof.
Yeah, but I'm afraid she'd whip our ass 9th level
So Drake,
spells.
Yeah, she's
the
19th
coding,
level druid.
the coding for that was 15. It added 15 temporary hit points. When it's supposed to increase our max, obviously they can't code that. But
Yeah, they can. With constitutional amendments, there's a max HP
right,
colon
that's with
effect,
constitutional amendments.
which is on in this table.
So if you want to code that and add it to us, and Dalgan would have received 15 healing.
So he's fully healed then. Since he's only down 10, right?
Correct.
0 wounds.
So how many is 15 is the amount of max HP
Yes.
we get?
Correct.
I can code that up real quick.
But that's only for 24 hours, right?
All right, you guys get a long rest after you get it all coded. I think you guys are looking for information on how to get to lower levels, right?
Yeah.
I think that's exactly
I don't
it.
think
Unless
anyone's
she knows.
really
get
come out
out.
and asked her yet, but
I did.
Yeah.
I asked her how to get out. She said, "Go on this quest, and then she'll tell us."
Yeah, but
he
Or
kept
had that
asking her
conversation
how to
before.
get to the castle. That's all I've really
I
heard.
think yeah, well, this time around, but I think we all kind of agreed last session that it's more interesting if we just keep going down.
I mean, you guys have only been down here,
Yeah.
what, 2, 3 days, 4 days or something? I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
But
and
Okay,
isn't
you
there
can
like
remove
maybe
the
a
it
temp
might
hit
be
points.
27 sessions, and those are 3-hour sessions that we've played those 5 days. But yeah, you characters haven't been down here like an exorbitant amount of time that you're. But you all definitely have a feeling that you should be exploring more. That
we're
there's
drawn
Oh, I
into?
riches
forgot
to
the
be
advantage
had.
wisdom.
There's
Oh yeah.
what's that?
Nothing. I just forgot some aspects of the hero's feast. I can combine them all into a single effect.
The rest of the effects are already there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then I don't need to do anything special then. So you can remove the 15 temp hit points, except for Morkel, who had more anyway.
So, line of sight's off on this map. Is there any other explorations that you guys want to do on your own? Oh, she tells you that, obviously she doesn't really care about the rest of this place, up or down or whatever. But she does
Right.
know that there was some strange digging creature that dug a big hole that went down. And if you're looking to go down, there's a hole, and she tells you
What
where
about
it's
over
at.
here? It's over here.
Where Um, you guys saw a boat sitting. No, you didn't make it that far.
Yeah, we never made it down there
Yeah, you
because of the
guys haven't
rapids.
checked out
That
anything
was our
like
boat.
at
Hey,
all below this.
No, we parked our boat right up here.
Yeah, the
what
top
about
one was
the?
our boat.
Yeah.
What she know about the bottomless pit?
She says, that's exactly the spot I'm telling you about.
Oh,
It goes down.
Ah.
But it
We
has
should
no
have known.
bottom. So when do we know to stop?
When you reach the bottom, I suppose.
Marley is just really
She says, if you
confused.
insist on leaving Wormwood, of course, you're welcome to stay.
Uh,
One question. She had these critters at her feet. How pretty are her feet?
The prettiest
okay,
elven feet
Marley,
you've ever
settle down.
seen.
Uh, Marley might sit down
PG
at her
rated. PG rated.
feet
Uh,
and touch her touch her feet. Said, is she like a cat? Does she pull her foot
She's
away?
got a dragon.
She got a dragon.
Is there
She
nothing else
says,
over
There's a
on that
spicer beast in the
eastern
room with
side?
us.
Yeah,
That's her
the
friend.
drag. She has her friend dragon,
yeah, if
and
you
she's
go
got a
to
Oh,
reach
okay.
displacer
towards
beast.
her, the displacer beast definitely growls.
Oh, okay. All right.
And she rudely won't give it to us. Because I asked nicely.
Well, he looks bored being stuck here, don't you think?
Exactly. It needs to stretch its legs and tentacles. Has 6 legs. Imagine how much stretching that needs.
You got a point. How much stretching does that need?
19th
12.
level Arch Druid. Yeah. You can kick her ass.
Marley's supposed to kill her, isn't he?
He's got a
Summon
wand.
that mentally.
No, Marley's success.
And her
succeeded
throne
on
is
his saving throw against the ghost.
and her throne is a throne of insight, so it gives her advantage on any insight that she's got. So while you're telling her your name is Bob, she knows you're lying.
Yeah. She knew my name wasn't Bob.
Why is there 25 platinum pieces in the party? Where'd that come from? Split it up, bitches. I don't know.
What about that area down to the southeast? I know she said there was like that's where the werebats are. Yeah, all that. But is there anything like valuable down in there? Does she know?
She says, I am sure that the former inhabitants might have left a few trinkets behind, but the creatures that inhabit the area, I let feed as they like, so be warned if you go down there, they may try to feast upon you. There are dozens of them.
Well, who were the former inhabitants?
The
Yeah, all the
former
bodies that were
inhabitants,
poisoned.
she says, they no longer live there.
Who the former? Oh, okay, that answers the question.
That's why they're former.
She
They're
says
all farmers now, you say?
they didn't do as they said they were, so they had to go. She tells you that sometimes she has to ask her friend, the Green Dragon, whose name is Tierra T. Where, where's the name?
Greeny McDragon face.
Greeny McDragonface. Yeah, that's easier to remember than some Tirella or lore.
I think it's Mick Dragonface.
Tearulai. How the hell? Tirelli. It's Hawaiian. I don't know. There's a L-A-I at the end. A luau. Is there a good picture of this? I don't think so. There's not a good picture. But she tells you that the my friend Tier, we'll call him, is is a green dragon with very iridescent scales. You you can't miss her amongst the other dragons, if there were any. She has a an accident stuck within her brain that keeps her a bit tame, should I say. She calls herself TRLR, however you say the shit.
Tira,
Top
The
Turaluralay.
green face.
But
Turaluralay.
I'm sure
Chala.
at some point the Green Dragon had another name. I think it called itself Valdemar or something along those lines. But since this accident, the uh, the dragon has no longer have any control of itself. The sword lodged in its skull has taken over control of the dragon.
Sword in its skull. So like
Yes.
it like go to the bathroom on itself? It can't need somebody to assist it, or what's the?
No, no, no. This is a very powerful sword. It is
Oh,
it is a sentient sword. It's been around for many, many centuries. It's an elven sword. Its hilt and pommel are covered in precious gemstones. The sword is rumored to have never been dulled. She gives a
so
description of the sword to you guys.
like
If
a
you
like
aren't, if you are such, you are clearly this powerful druid. Why aren't haven't you helped this dragon?
Help an evil green dragon to become evil again? It doesn't sound.
It's natural. That is
That's
how
the
nature works.
natural order
It's
of things,
natural
right?
that someone stuck this sword in this dragon's head and allowed it to be my friend as well.
What was this dragon's name before Valderex? Valtrex?
Before Valtrex.
Before Valtrex?
Say what? Valdemar? Is that what you're asking?
Valdemar.
She just said she didn't know.
No, she told us his name used to be Valdemar. Because I'm thinking, Ulrich, if we pull the sword out, take the sword, and there's going to be a pissed off dragon, but we know its name, and knowing its name has a power over it, right? Yeah, I know
And
Uh,
now,
that. I've read
who
it
is
up
and
to
now
this?
you have a
Hello?
hold of a very powerful sentient sword that could take control over you too. So
Oh, it's that kind of sword.
yes,
She already said it was a good sword, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Sentient means
she
thinking.
didn't say the
Yeah,
word
it
good
can
thinking.
improve
anywhere in
Marlin.
her vocabulary, did she?
Yes, she said that it's natural for somebody stabbed this dragon with a sword and made it a good friend.
Ulrich heard what he wanted to hear. Right.
Good friend, yeah. Like it's I have a good friend too, but he keeps showing up right at payday. When is he a good friend, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes good friends aren't good friends.
Oh, yeah, you guys are actually thinking you can get close enough to this dragon to pull a sword out of its head and live to tell about it.
Well, S would
That,
just recommend, chopping the head off first and then take the sword out. It's a
see,
little easier
you see, there's always a
order of
solution. See,
operations.
tell him, S.
She says, "So you're planning on killing my friend? Is that what I'm hearing?"
I wouldn't tell her that.
Well, I think we were all kind of doing the mental
Yeah,
talk
that was the
thing, right?
mental
Oh,
thing.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's how we started.
I was doing it.
Wait a second. Did Dahlgren actually go wait out loud? Are you guys talking
No,
about?
I was rubbing my forehead. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Well,
Looking at that
So the
name, Tier
south
You
of
Lie.
Willis Tower stands a large complex of ornate stone buildings that used to be home to a cult of Malar, the Beast Lord. Willow allowed these evil humans to hunt in her forest, but they abused the privilege, so the Archdruid and her green dragon ally eradicated the cultists. The village and its environs stood empty for years until a congregation of goblin werebats took residence in the caves around the buildings. The werebats prefer the dark caves to the structure, which have largely remained abandoned. Willow allows the werebats to feed on stray vermin and adventurers. They wisely acknowledge the Archdruid as master of the forest and leave her animals and her dragon ally alone. So that's the kind of agreement that she has with them. But the whole forest is just a thriving ecosystem. The wood support awakened shrubs, trees, all awaken bats, bears, blink dogs, boars, deer, elk, rodent, small birds, and other denizens of temperate forest. Carrion crawlers, ettercaps, giant spiders, and owlbears make occasional forays into the woods as well. And there is some few random encounters that have set up here. But other than that, that's pretty much this level. I can't hear you, Sven.
uh,
As a powerful druid, do you know, does the bite of a goblin werebat also make you a lycanthrope?
She says, becoming a lichen is not difficult if someone chooses to spread it. Certain lichens prefer not to spread their forms easily. However, the bite of a bat is what would cause you to form into one of these, and they're not smart enough to keep from spreading like wildfire. But
And do you have any of the blink dog pups that we could take with us and train
train for what?
as
To let them
watchdogs,
roam in the wild like they're supposed to be?
like your displacer beast is supposed to be roaming wild?
Hmm. She is free to go as she wishes.
The blink dog would be as well. How wouldn't be able to keep him anyway because he teleports
She says,
against its will.
perhaps when they get older.
I'm back in 50 or 60 years.
She's like, she's not going to just let you wander off with one of the blink dogs. She doesn't really know you that well.
We just saved her butt for free.
You killed 3 cloakers because they were irritating her. She's a level 19 druid. She
Yeah.
could have murdered those cloakers. You're entertaining her currently.
She was scared.
Marley would sing
She got
love
scared.
songs
Nice.
and entertain her for a while.
Well, thank you for your
Marley might
time.
be able to go upstairs with her if he wants to.
I have a
No.
Do it,
Just look
Marley.
at
Werebat.
her
Do it.
feet.
Do it, Marley.
No, no. There's something that creeps me out about her, but she's got pretty feet.
I hear a werebat calling my name. Let's go.
Do you really want to go mess with them?
The ramshackled so the tunnel that you guys go down would be here. Yeah, that's the one you guys would go down.
How do we
Question
get?
is just how do we get down?
Yeah, how do we get down? Is the question that I have for her.
She says the same way the creature that dug the hole did, I suppose. You climb,
Yeah, that sounds fine.
right?
Mr. Sticky Feet.
She says, how have you gotten this far?
I'll hold on to your back, Markel.
You
I've
know, I can
often
fly
wondered
down.
that.
Morkel can walk down.
Orig's always asking me how I made it this far.
Can you feather fall? How far can you feather fall? 1 minute? It's 60 feet? Yeah, that's not very far.
60 feet for a minute.
Oh, 60 feet per round.
Yeah, it's 363,600 feet.
Oh, wow. So a mile a minute? Just about.
No, wait a minute.
That's
5,280 feet is a mile.
It's only 360 feet. 60 feet
Yeah.
times
yeah.
10. 600 feet.
600.
Tired.
Manicure.
I am not doing math
What
well
is going
tonight.
It's 11 o'clock almost at night. We're not going anywhere. We're
Been a
just
long
doing
day.
the math. We're just doing the math.
That's
So
why
is
I
that-
play D&D, to do math.
So do you guys want to like explore this level a little more, or do you want to go down?
No,
I
because
say
you
we
won't
go
let us
down.
become lycanthropes. And you won't let us get any animals, so we'll just
Well, we
head
could
down.
find a lichen and then threaten it to force it to convert you.
No, Drake has already said last time we tried this. He said
Oh.
we
You
can't
become
be
an
lycanthropes.
NPC when that. Yeah.
Yeah, we would become an NPC, so we'll just head on down. but secretly Orig definitely would. But
A
it's like,
were-bugbear?
make it
Bite me. I want to
bite
be
me.
I want to just be in total control by the DM. Yeah, bite me. Oh, he doesn't know that.
With
You
his
need to
luck,
find a
he'd
bear lichen so you can be a were-bugbear.
he'd be getting the goblin portion and not the
Yeah,
bat portion.
bears and boars are real picky about who they bite. Or, in fact, I should say. But the level down is, what's the plan on getting down?
I'm gonna do a little dance.
I mean, we know
make a little
Morkel can just
love.
climb
Get
down.
down
And
tonight.
I
Get
can fly
tonight.
down.
you got boots
Where
of
is
flying.
this place at?
Nope. I got flying snake mutation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's the pit?
It's,
Say it was over in here
yeah,
somewhere.
it's here. An
Do
Umber
we
Hulk
have,
dug
like-
this tunnel, which descends hundreds of feet to Area 1 on level 6.
Well, if it's an Umber Hulk, it should just be like a 6 or 7 feet diameter. They're only large creatures.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
does it drop
it's
straight
that's what
down,
I'm
or does it
saying.
drop like at an angle, or?
Well, it does at an angle, like all the way until the end of the tunnel, and then it goes straight down.
Where did
But
the
it's
debris
not
go from
difficult
its
to
digging?
climb. I would say it's just going to take you time to get down. And then we got Dalgron.
Yeah.
The human missile.
I think
The Dorgan
everybody
missile.
else wouldn't have much issue except for Plate Boy, right? Dalgron. What's your climb?
Well, I guess it's
It's
the
your
same as my speed, right?
athletics.
25.
Athletics.
At disadvantage probably because you're wearing plate mail. I don't. It doesn't give you. Does it give you disadvantage for climbing? It doesn't. I don't think.
I don't think so.
Just in stealth is the only thing you get any negatives on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're pretty. What's your strength? Your strength is a 10. So yeah,
Yeah, I got
he's
a
not very
0
good at it.
modifier.
I'm saying it's like a DC 10 to climb down. Can you fail it? 5 or more would cause you to stop. But what is your... Oh, you're not trained in athletics. So you have a +0. So you can fail. And you can fall. Do you have a potion of climbing or something?
Let me see.
The times you need a potion of climbing.
No.
Wait a minute.
Is there
I
one in the
thought
party?
Oh, wait a minute. Have we left her yet? I just remembered I got a filter of love.
Oh, right. Definitely can go upstairs.
You're going to
Make
get a
her
foot
fall in love
massage
with you.
sooner or later.
No, I want to give her a foot massage. That's all. Let's see. Scroll. Marley's got all kinds of stuff.
There's not one potion of freaking climbing in the whole damn party. What do you know? Figures.
Well, I've got some spell books in this bag of holding. There's 2 of them. There's false life if you need some extra hit points in it. False life.
But you can cast Healing Word, right?
There's a
so if
rope
he
of
falls
climbing
and dies, you can
that
just
can help.
Healing Word him, and then he'll pop right back up.
Yeah. As long as it's not by what? His max hit points or his
You know what I would
half
allow?
of his max hit points.
I would allow that Morkel put on the saddle of the Cavalier, and then Dalgron can ride Morkel down. I would allow that. I would allow
Well,
that.
wait. Can I use conjure animals to
Hey,
conjure
I'll be
a
right back.
giant spider,
Wait a minute. Hey.
and then he can ride the spider down?
With the saddle? Yes, I would
Sure,
allow that.
yeah.
Yes. Then he can't
There
fall
you go.
off.
Perfect.
That'll work. It does creep Marley out that he has to go last, but giant
I've got.
spider. I think
I
you should
can't
do the
really.
undead spider thing.
Yeah, make a
Uh,
spider with the bones.
Yeah, out of the bones? Sure, that's fine.
And then he could saddle
And
that and
he can
climb
ride inside the rib cage.
Nice.
on the saddle. He's got to sit on the saddle though, so he doesn't fall out. All right, that's enough
Well,
silliness. We're gonna get out of here. It's almost 11, but close enough, anyways. So next week we should be okay. Everything's. My sister's supposed to have her surgery tomorrow, so we'll see what's going on. My mom's up there now and all that jazz. So, but Thursday I should be streaming over on Fantasy Grounds Twitch channel. The Light of Zarexis. Um, some more spell jamming stuff, and that's at 7 o'clock over on the Twitch channel for Fantasy Grounds. And then Friday, Jungles of Cholt is on. I think we're good to go. I think I have to look at my schedules and everything, but I think we're good. And Saturday is my turn for Divine Contention. So I got some prep to do. I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday shit to do. I'll have to quit my job, my day job, to do some prep work or something. I don't know. But that's it. Let's see if there's somebody we want to go raid here. Raid channel. Um, Nobody really doing. Let's go raid Fury since she's just goofing off on a. But a friend of the channel. She's not playing D&D or Fantasy Grounds. She's playing Stardew Valley, whatever that is. But she needs some lovins, so we're gonna go raid her. Stick around for a minute, give her a shout out, and then you guys can go to bed. How's that sound, all you guys out there?
sounds
So
good.
say good night to everybody. Good night. Bye.